Are you confused when it comes to what choices to make along your career path? It's not uncommon. I understand exactly what you're thinking and how you feel. Look at this video and you will get the ideal plan how to achieve your goals once you follow the steps that are in place. Check it out. Planning for your career is one of the most important moves you'll ever make in your lifetime. It will give you a sense of accomplishment when you make your incremental steps towards achieving your goals. You'll get a positive self-image and the thrill that comes from great expectations. What is career planning? That might seem like a very obvious question, but the answer is very complex. Let's see why. We are going to take a look at Sonnenfeld and his colleagues' definition of career planning. Sonnenfeld is contending that this is a deliberate process. It does not happen by chance. And through this process, someone becomes aware of his or her personal skill, their interest, knowledge, what motivates the individual, and other characteristics, and utilize all that information to establish an action plan to attain specific goals. We're going to start on our journey by taking a look at 4 important steps that we need to take in order to have a career plan that is sound. Make a deliberate effort to know yourself. That's the first step. Explore your occupational options by doing the necessary research. Research extensively on this area. Get ready by evaluating your career options and take action by taking the steps necessary to achieving your career goal. Doing a personality test is a very good way to getting to know yourself a little bit more. The Myers-Briggs personality test is highly recommended. It links your personality type to the job that you're best suited for. Feel free to go ahead, use the link below to do your personality test. Carefully note the jobs that are associated with your personality type. It's a very, very good start. Another way of getting to know yourself is by doing self-reflection. Think about what you're good at. Do I like to fix things? Do I like taking pictures? Could I be a photographer? Do I like robotics? What subjects am I good at in school? These all point to career options for you. Exploring your career option should be vast, it should be well thought out, and you should research extensively. Is it that you need scholarship in order to get to your career goal? Is it that you need at this stage in your life to work in the interim and become an apprentice to someone who is skilled in the area? Do your research extensively. Understand what option lies for you and which one is best suited for your needs at this time in your life. Now that you have taken the time to explore who you are and have gotten to a stage where you know yourself a bit better and your career choices, let's look at things realistically. What career option is best for me at this stage? That's a question you might ask yourself. What are the advantages and disadvantages associated with me taking a particular route? Do I go to college? And if I don't go straight to college, what is the disadvantage? Do I go and get a job in the meantime? And if I get a job, how will that help me towards getting to my career goal? What challenges am I going to face, and how can I overcome them? These are very critical questions that you need to be asking yourself at this stage. Now that you have evaluated extensively, it's time to take action. And one way of doing so is by developing a career action plan. In your action plan, you must be honest. And in so doing, you're going to identify what your strengths are, meaning what you're good at. What are your weaknesses, meaning what you're not so good at. What skills, knowledge, and competencies do you have right now? What do you value? What do you hold important? That's what values speak to. What are your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals? And they must be connected in order to get you to your career point. Which skill sets do I need to gain? And which individuals or organizations can get me those skill sets? These are things that you need to flesh out in your career action plan. Let's look at another option when you decide to take action. You can create a vision board. There are persons who are motivated by visually seeing where they are to where they want to go. Now this vision board is full of pictures, and of course there are pictures of where this individual is to where the individual wants to go. Now at the bottom are books, so that means right now studying is going on, and you can see that the vision board spans a period of 10 years. Now after the studying, right now that individual is going to go to an apprentice stage and work with someone and then go back to school. And getting scholarship is one of the most important move for that person in going back to school. So that person has done the research and has identified which scholarship opportunities exist. Then the individual is going to move on to getting a car, and then the end goal is a family and a house. And of course there is a figure of an arm showing muscles to show that that individual is strong, mentally strong. At the bottom we're seeing a quote, so the individual is motivated by this quote. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. And the arrow is right there at the end goal. So this is an image of a vision board that is motivating someone towards their end goal and actually plotting out the path that they're going to take. Now, let's look at some important points that we need to ponder when we're developing a career plan. What skill sets do I already have? What type of career excites me? As well as cover my financial needs, because you don't want a career that does not enable you to live comfortably, but only excites you, because you are ending up down a road where you're not going to be comfortable eventually, because you need to flesh out how you're going to cover the cost of living. What steps do I need to take to achieve my career goal? Do I need to be a part of a mentorship program? Do I need an apprenticeship experience? Do I go straight to university and take a loan or get a scholarship? Which organizations can help me get to my career point? Is it that I'll be using the bank? Is it that I'll be taking a student loan? Is it that I'll be going to a club to develop certain skill sets? Is it that I'm going to volunteer and get certain practical experience in the field and then move on to university or college? These are all points to ponder. In your action stage, You must be conscious of the type of path that you are setting yourself along. Take courses that are relevant to your end goal. Whatever field you want to be in, make sure that the research was done and you know that you are doing the courses that are going to get you into that job. Seize opportunities to volunteer. Volunteerism works. It helps you to build well-needed skill sets and helps to beef up your resume. Become involved in character building clubs. Key Club, Toastmasters, build your skills. And it will also help you to build your network because you will become a part of a group of persons, a social group, and you will be able to network, to create links for job opportunities and others in order to move you further along to your end goal and your career point. Having an experienced and patient mentor is always a good idea. Mentors normally have had a success rate in a particular field or skill area, and they have a wealth of knowledge that they can pass on to persons who are coming into the field. Become a part of a Big Brother, Big Sister mentorship program. Be receptive to the advice that they give and watch yourself grow from strength to strength under their guidance. Never make the mistake of thinking that career planning is a one-shot process. It is continuous throughout your productive years. You constantly have to reflect, see where you are, where you want to go, and how you need to shift things in order to get to your end goal. Career planning also involves even alterations to your original plan, and the plan may change altogether depending on what is happening in society, the job market, and where technology lies and what jobs are in demand. So you need to be mindful of that it's a continuous process that involves a lot of revision. Now that we have completed our 4 steps, we're going to ask ourselves some critical questions in order to move forward. What are our ambitions as it relates to a career path? Has the information that has been presented in this show, has it helped you to get closer to your career goals? And if it has, you need to start implementing right away. Have you identified in your mind character building club or a voluntary activity that you can do in order to build the skill sets needed for your career path? Get straight to it if the answer is yes. Now that we have come to the end of our presentation, I hope you have enough information that will empower you to start your career planning right away. Take care until next time. Hope you found this video useful and that you'll start applying what you have learned right away. For customized workshops, you can get me at T_Zaria@yahoo.com or for even inquiries. See you then.